Okay, now you're just going to want to put a good coat on top of that curb. You're going to want about an inch, inch and a half, enough mud to where you can screed this top off level. Just continue to build this front out a little bit. Okay, float strips in your curb. We've got about 1/2 of an inch, 3/4 of an inch of mud on here. You want to make these a little long so that you can keep them plumb and straight. And then you're just going to want to embed those in to where you know your finished mud is about 1/2 of an inch thick on your wire. Then you're going to want to put your other float strip in. At this point, you would want to measure off your back wall to your float strips and make sure that you're square with your back wall. Then you're going to set your inside float strips across from your outside float strips. Just go ahead and push that in. Push this one in. And once your float strip is embedded, you're going to want to plumb that up. Make sure that you're plumb. So now that you've plumbed up your float strips on each side, the distance between these two should be the same so that your curb is consistent. Now that your float strips are nice and embedded, you're going to take your straight edge, and you can't push real hard, but the motion is you're going to saw it back and forth like this. You must go back and forth. So I'm going to touch each of my float strips, and I'm going to gently saw, being careful not to disturb the float strips, but I'm cutting off the excess mud. Careful not to push in on the float strips. You're only using those as a guide. So using the strips as a guide, I'm going to start right here and cut it down. Using the strips only as a guide. After the mud tacks a little bit, go ahead and pull your strips. That's the beauty of Masonite. It slips right out. See? You don't have to cut it on the edge, it just slips right out. Okay, after that, you're going to want to take your straight edge on the outside, and you're going to want to hold it down just enough to give you some mud to cut off. And you're going to want to level that outside. The inside of the curb wants to be nice and level. Now that my inside's all nice and level, I'm going to take my trowel, I'm going to hold my straight edge on the inside, and I'm going to gently cut this mud away. Now with the excess away, I'm just going to I'm going to hold that straight edge, and I'm going to cut that away. There's your curb.